Chibi? Is
YouTuber Chibireviews was according to his ex-girlfriend. Who is Chibireviews? Controversy surrounding anime YouTuber explored, and they definitely try to paint me as quite the character by saying I'm a cheater, kind of negating everything that's been going on with the doxing and harassing. They try to label me as a right-wing extremist, basically, with this article. This article basically does the exact same thing as that article, and I hate that I have to make this video to address this, because I have a lot of evidence to counter everything that's being said here to smear my name once again.
Man didn't follow protocol. Jesus. So I'm guessing that Chibi on his channel has been talking about his situation, where I know someone on Twitter. I know someone on Twitter. Let me see here. Actually, no, hold on. Let me avoid this right now. I know someone on Twitter. Well, I'll watch the video. I know someone on Twitter got his account taken down temporarily because they made like 40 accounts and they were hell bent on taking him down. Yeah, Chibi gets a lot of hate. I would say ever since Chibi posted a dotted on spoiler, I've seen him get a lot of hate, right? A lot of hate. A tremendous amount of hate. The only problem is that, like, everyone gets hate online. It's how you handle the hate. It's how you actually navigate that hate. And some folks can just walk away. Other folks panic and leave. Well, okay. When I say walk away, I mean people just kind of do their own thing. They don't really care. Let me specify that, okay? Folks that walk away, basically the folks just do their own thing. They don't really give a shit. They just do what they got to do. And the story, fuck you. All right? Other folks panic and they shut everything down. They put everything on private. They freak the fuck out. X was in the other. Though I guess other folks just do that anyway, just unless they shut everything down. But they're not panicking. They just want to deal with it, right? They just put the walls up, the barriers up. Then other folks engage. And Chibi's an engager. He's not following internet protocol, internet content creator protocol 101. Move the fuck on. Yeah, the problem is that he's fighting against the internet, right? He's fighting against everybody. And I don't know what's gonna happen, because I think is he trying to do some sort of like class action lawsuit or something against YouTuber Chibireviews? I mean, to be fair, listen, he has an article, so at least it's something.
But my hand's been forced. It's ironic enough that my ex actually told me not to make the relationship public. She told me in text messages, which I will show.
Oh wait, does X actually comment for some sort of Tribune and articles? Oh, okay, that's annoying.
But it's crazy that she couldn't even take her own advice. She labels me as an abuser. She labels me as someone that cheated and all that, when there's a lot of evidence to show she actually is projecting. So
even if that's the case, like, this thing is private life. If that shit, if that shit's public, fine. But the fact that she's bringing out, I mean, to be fair, if this is true, obviously that's fucked up. But at the same time, shut the fuck up.
So let's start with the abuse.
Like, why should everyone know about this shit?
This is a message, one of the last messages me and her had back in October, November of 2022. Been over 2 years. To give context here, she calls me a liar because I was playing Elden Ring by myself. I know that's childish. It's crazy.
Yeah, like, it's clearly an attempt to try and ruin Chibi's career. That's basically what it is. It's not anything of actual substance. It's just something that, like, hey, you know, I'm trying to ruin his career. Because if she really felt this way about Chibi's, the whole thing, she would have come up way before.
See, I know.
Rather than, like, come out now when there's a particular groundswell against Chibi.
But basically, there's sections in Elden Ring that are solo. This was
What?
prior to seamless co-op being added, okay? And basically, I played sections of Elden Ring solo because you have to. That's just how it is. You can't get co-op in some areas.
How the hell did Elden Ring?
Prior to the mod of seamless co-op. I didn't tell her about it because she always needs to know every single thing I'm doing and gets frustrated if I want to do anything on my own. And I was very...
There's no way this involves Elden Ring. There's no way that this abuse is like relate to Elden fucking Ring.
Very anticipating and hyped up for Elden Ring for years, basically. I think everybody was. I mean, it's game of the year. Anyways, she gets...
What, like, did he just kick her ass in, like, fucking matches online or some shit?
Into an argument.
Did he force her to play Elden Ring? And he wouldn't clean up he wouldn't take out the garbage unless she beat a boss?
Me saying, Jacob, your actions are the reason I get upset with you. Stop acting like some victim because I call you out on your lies and bullshit, and then you brush aside all the emotional and mental abuse towards me. And as for the instance in the car, I was trying to run away from you because you were having relationships with another girl, and when I was talking to you about my sexual assault, we got into your car, and I said, do you know what it feels like for someone to come at you like this, and put my hand up to your neck to demonstrate. I was not physically assaulting you, I was demonstrating how my attacker took me down. I never physically abused you.
I wonder the conversation they had in person that led up to this. Because it sounds like, let me see this.
I never physically abused you, Jacob. The reason I apologize for that is because I realized that you did know how that you did not know how that feeling, I'm assuming she's meant, you did not know how that feeling felt when someone attacks you. Not because I was attacking you, but because you did understand how it feels. And I still apologize for that interaction, but I was not physically abusing you. You want to say...
That's her. She's talking about abusing him, and it feels like if we take into consideration what's being said about the articles, then she flipped it around on in the articles. Now this is his response to that. Here's the problem. I don't know if in the articles, because I'm not gonna right now. I'm not even gonna look because at this point in time, it's past me. Well, maybe not, but the problem with this stuff is that it's always he said, she said, unless they have actual physical evidence of this stuff, right? The problem is that you're gonna have. I mean, now to be fair, if these are actual text messages that Chibi has with his girlfriend, ex-girlfriend at the time. I'm sorry, girlfriend at the time, ex-girlfriend. There, guys, I said it the reverse way. Then it looks like, honest to God, she might have been very physical with Chibi. And Chibi's a small motherfucker. It is what it is. Chibi's a small dude. He's not some sort of hulking mass, right? He's not 350 pounds of pure muscle. You know what I'm saying, bro? He's not like that. He's a small dude. So if she's being physical with him, I'm not saying that this is like life-threatening, but it's not a good sign. It's a red flag, for sure. Let's continue here.
Mental abuse, then sure, I have said very mean things, but
and then it's a massive Chinese-style red flag if you then flip that around in an article years later and paint yourself as the victim, even though you might have actually been the one victimizing Chibi, allegedly. Any Twitter has gone horrendous over the years. Of course it has. But to be fair, Twitter in general has gone horrendous over the years, honestly. Like, there's so many different posts that are just like bait posts where they just want you to say something. Clearly, they don't want you to say something. And that's all they're there for. Other niggas are doing ad runs in secret. Other cats are just straight up lying. Well, then again, that's most of the... Basically, oh yeah, of course, the witch hunts too. The witch hunts are everywhere on Twitter. So, yeah, of course. Twitter has been pretty bad. But I think Twitter in general has been pretty bad. Like, Twitter's the one place where I can literally go and not even really try to see it. Not even really. Like, I'm just kind of surfing through And then all of a sudden you'll see some sort of random snuff film. It's like, dude, what the fuck is this? Yo, how? And then people don't, and then because it's semi-monetized where you get impressions on Twitter and then you can be paid for those impressions. I mean, it's like shit, man. This is bad. But Twitter commands so much of the online media right now. Like people, I think, get their news from Twitter more than now they do, let's say, other sites, which is it is what is there. And on top of that, yeah, man, like Twitter, a lot of folks are still using Twitter because they do have that audience, and it's huge as fuck. I know there's Blue Sky, and I have a Blue Sky account, but I haven't used it yet because most folks are on Twitter.
Physical harm. You have literally dropped a shovel on my head, or a rake it was. Firstly, this is my response. Firstly, it fell on you because when you sat down, to give context, I want to do it.
Okay, hold on, time out. What's this? The reason I apologize for that is because I realized that you did know how that feeling felt when someone attacks you, not because I was attacking you, but because you did understand how it feels. And I still apologize for that interaction, but I was not physically abusing you. You want to say emotional or mental abuse, then sure. But I said so it looked at you talking before in the text messages between the two. But I never caused you any physical harm. You have literally dropped a shovel. I mean, but she's denying what happened before with the sort of neck demonstration thing. You've, quote unquote, you literally have dropped a shovel on my head, or a rake it was. Firstly, it fell off you because when you sat down, it slid off the chair and hit you. It's not my fault at all when I literally didn't even touch you. You're right about the galaxies. I was stubborn about that. I apologize for that.
Basically, in my front yard, there was a fire pit, and there was plastic chairs. We were raking leaves and digging a hole or whatever for a fire pit, and I forget if it was a shovel or rake. But basically, it was put on her chair. She sat down, and when she sat down, it caused the rake or shovel to shift, and then it bumped right in the head. I didn't do it, just literally it moved and hit her head. Obviously, I did what you're supposed to do. I comforted her. I was like, are you okay? Do I need to take you to the doctor? Do you have a concussion? All that type of stuff. But basically, she blamed me, saying, obviously, I hit her in the head with it. And you can see I refute that right here. He's like, and then she's like, you are right about the galaxies. I was stubborn about that. I apologize for that.
The galaxies is what?
This goes to show just how crazy and toxic the relationship was. The reason why galaxies are randomly being brought up here is that prior to this, like a few days later, or earlier, before all this went down, she was arguing with me about galaxies and how, like, one of the main
galaxies
are galaxies going around a supermassive black hole, basically.
All right, yo, listen, I ain't gonna lie to you, my niggas. This sounds like some bipolar shit. Some sort of mental health issue going on here. I don't know how you bring up the galaxies. I thought it was like fucking galaxy gas or some sort of drug or some bullshit like that. Nah, actual galaxies and black holes and like what the fuck? How is that your response to what you just said after you heard all that shit? What the? Nah, okay. Look, I'm gonna probably be more sympathetic towards Chibi and all this because you just see so much online fervor against Chibi as it is, and the fact that it's coming because of the whole spoiler stuff and him posting a lot of lewd manga pictures, that kind of stuff, or anime pictures, that kind of shit. The man, he goons online pretty heavily, that's for sure. But because of that ecosystem, there's always going to be that large contingency of people that want him to get fucked up. They want him to lose. They really want him to lose bad. At the same time, Chibi addresses this shit on a regular basis and it only makes it worse. Because one of the best things you can do for a troll is give him attention and feed the need to completely ruin your life. or at least try to. At least, I mean, they really can't, but you know what I'm saying. I don't know. His ex, listen, his relationship sounds like it had some messy parts here and there. I don't know. I never actually, I never talked to Chibi about his relationship before in the past. But it sounds messy. It sounds sloppy, and not in the fun way, but in a really annoying way. And because I think it was around the time that he actually made his house. I don't think he made his own house, like out somewhere out there, like in the like in the fucking woods somewhere. I don't know if that's just right now. I'm not too sure exactly, but I know he had something going on there, and I wonder if that also played a role too, because when you're in an environment like that, maybe that environment wasn't good for both of them, or let's say just for him but not for her. Shit like that, who knows, right? So it gets probably a little bit scuffy-wuffy and messed up in terms of various things. But again, he said, she said. However, when you consider the environment right now, after someone literally made, and they admitted, like they literally admitted, I remember they admitted that they made 40 accounts to take down Chibi on X for not even a day, like half a day. So it's hard to, I think, at this point in time, it's hard to really, I think, be against Chibi unless you hate Chibi. Which a lot of folks on X do hate Chibi.
And she was saying, nah, it's not real, that's not true, or whatever. And I showed her articles, she didn't want to believe it. It was something along the lines of that.
40.
And she argued with me, and then...
Here, I got the, let me see here. Let me see here. I got the thing. So show the thing. Yeah, bro. Yeah, so some motherfucker named, I think the guy took down their account or made it private or some shit like that. But we have the logs. Some dude, because listen, oh, King, why do you have the logs? Because I have the logs. People send me shit all the damn time. I get wish all the damn time. Zoom in! Oh, I'm an idiot. Wallahi. Shin, Loudsmoker 5G, y'all have me to thank. I created 40 accounts to pack Chibi. So what the fuck are you doing, man? Like, what? Going out of his damn way to just shut him down for half a day. Bars.
Ghosted me basically for days, and then it led to this situation right here. Once again, you can see how toxic the relationship got. Anyways, continuing the conversation. She says, you're right about the galaxies. And I responded, also, stop trying to...
You know what? Hold on. Fuck me. We have shows to watch right now. And I'm on Vimeo, and I do not want to get my shit paid for even more than as is. I'm actually watching this on stream on Twitch at some point in the future, like really soon. Maybe like on Monday or something, or on Tuesday, or on Saturday. You fool Cole, 7 alternative accounts. I have 70 alternative accounts. Fuck out of here. Look, wish him the best. Wish his girl the best. Hope she gets the help she needs mentally. That's what I'm guessing right now, because whatever she said about the Galaxy show is kind of weird. And yeah, I mean, Chibi's got to listen. If I was Chibi, I wouldn't. I would just. Obviously, it sucks when you have to deal with this kind of stuff. Whatever you're doing, I would just have him do it behind the scenes. I want to have him mention this shit. I would have him cover his news, do his thing, and then move on with his life. But to be fair, at the same time, because of stuff like this, he is also getting attention. Like, he has, 80,000 views in 14 fucking hours. That's, like, impressive as fuck. So, he is getting attention, for sure. And you see the articles on him, too. But again, it's like, whatever he has to do legally, just take care of that legally off-screen, do what you gotta do, and then just keep on trudging through the work. That's it. Either way. So, wish him the best. And I may go through this again later on Twitch. We're gonna watch streams without having to deal with bandwidth limitations.